Hey, welcome back for another edition of Wheezy. Well, we're still in the kitchen, and yes, we're going down memory road yet for another episode because this time of year, it being the heart of the summer, is ripe with produce. And so we're going back down memory lane because our family just did so much with produce. We had the gardens, and with this week's feature, we're talking about the fields of corn. And my dad would grow like a quarter of an acre of corn every year. Not only did it feed us and give us enough to put away for the winter, it fed neighbors, it fed other family members, and it fed friends. And there was enough for all of us to just go ahead and get the corn that we wanted and be able to preserve some. But I can also tell you, we ate it for every meal. Yes, every meal, including breakfast. And that will be one of the recipes that we feature. Before we do that, I just have to share my favorite meal. You know how you have those meals and you just have an abundance of fresh produce? Well, along with the hot corn on the cob, my aunt had the best blueberry muffin recipe, and we would go to the mountain behind us that we lived near, and we would go out and we would pick wild blueberries. Those little blueberries they're just like little gems, and those little gems, when they're hot, they just burst in your mouth, and the flavor just explodes and makes you smile and your teeth purple. But you would put butter on those muffins, and oh my gosh, your mouth would just sing. But anyway, that was my favorite, and maybe one day I will do a recipe of Aunt Jane's blueberry muffins. But moving on down memory lane, like I said, we had corn every meal. So today's feature is what to do with that leftover corn and what you can make with it. So today we're going to make 3 recipes, starting with breakfast, then moving into a salsa slash salad. You can use it as a salsa or you can eat it as a salad. It's phenomenal. And then we are going to have a casserole that you can have for anytime you want it, but it's really great at Thanksgiving or for special occasions. So let's go ahead and let's get started.
We're going to start by how to cut the corn off the cob. After you've cooked your corn, I used the Instapot for mine. It just worked really, really good for this. It was quick. It was easy. You cook your corn however you want. You can grill it or whatever, but I used the Instapot to do mine. Then just take a very sharp knife and go ahead, just start cutting so that the corn comes off the cob. That's simple. Then go ahead and just do this to every corn that you have. At this time, you can decide, do I want to freeze this for maybe a more special occasion? Or do I want to go ahead and cook these recipes? So we're going to start with corn pancakes. Corn pancakes are really simple to make because I'm not going to give you a recipe. You can decide if you want to use your favorite mix or make them homemade. For me, I love Bisquick and I love Pamela's baking mix. If you're gluten-free, I highly recommend Pamela's baking mix. It's easily found on Amazon and in some of your grocery stores in the gluten-free section. Go ahead, make your batter. I use a griddle to cook my pancakes. I like the even heat that it gives. I find if I do it in a frying pan, the pancakes usually burn, and I don't like that. Once you have your batter made, I like to add a little vanilla to this. It gives it just a nice little touch to your pancake batter. Then go ahead and pour your batter onto the griddle, and then go ahead and take your corn, sprinkle some of that over the top of the batter. How much corn? That's up to you. If you want a lot or if you want a little. Then go ahead and flip your pancake and complete of the baking of your pancake. Go ahead and serve it up. I love to use mine with maple syrup from Pennsylvania and a little bit of butter. Bree is going to go ahead and test this out, and we'll see how she likes it.
That's really good. I like that. I've never had a corn pancake before.
Yay! It's a hit. She loves it. She's never had it before, so this is a good recipe to work with. We're going to move on to the Gulliver's cream corn. Ingredients will be listed on the screen, but you will be able to see them in the recipes that are included in this blog. Step 1 is put your corn, your cream, sugar, and milk into a saucepan and bring it to a boil. At first, it will be a solid frozen mass. Just give it time and it'll all warm up quickly. Melt your butter in the microwave and add flour to make a roux, a thickener. Go ahead and add pepper and then pour it into a casserole dish, a 9x13. Go ahead and top it with Parmesan cheese. Put into the oven at 350 for 20 minutes until the cheese is good and melted. We're going to do the taste test at the end because this has to bake up for a while. So we're going to move on to the black bean salsa. Once again, you will find the ingredients on the screen and in the blog. So go ahead for the instructions when you go ready to prep it up. Go ahead and place your black beans, corn, red onion, red bell pepper, avocado, and jalapeno into a large bowl. This I want to preface, I did not use avocado at this time. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. That's up to your personal opinion, and you can add whatever you want. Sometimes I will add salsa or whatever, but this is what we're doing today. Cut up your red onion. When I'm doing red onion, I do like to soak it in a little bit of ice water because it takes a lot of the sharpness out of the onion. Then moving on to your jalapeno, you might want to use a little rubber glove or plastic bag over your hands because when you're removing the seeds, that oil gets on your fingers. But just go ahead and remove the rib and the seeds from the jalapeno and continue by cutting it up. Then in a small bowl, whisk together the cilantro, the olive oil, lime juice, and I do recommend that you use fresh squeezed limes because it just gives it a yummy flavor, more fresh. Just go ahead and pop it in the refrigerator. This can be served as a salad or with tortilla chips as a nice snack. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to check everything out and see what our results are of this yummy goodness.
So kids, let's take the taste test.
It's cheesy.
It's cheesy?
It's cheesy. I like it.
Is there like any little spice to it with the cayenne?
A little cayenne coming in at the end, in the back of the mouth. Good.
How many thumbs up does it get?
3.
Okay.
Two.
So 4. Now my official taste testers are going to test the corn and bean salsa.
Corn,
We're going-
and beans, and what else?
Onions, peppers, 2 types of peppers, a nice little dressing. Probably need a beer or a margarita with that.
Corona.
Of course, in this day and age, have to be Corona.
Many thumbs up.
So there we have it. We've done 3 recipes with leftover corn that you can try at home too. The recipes will be in my blog. The link will be below in the description. So everybody, I hope you have a great week and let's give it a try. And if you have any questions, you know where to get me. Talk to you all later. Bye.